Good morning all, hope you're doing well. You had a nice weekend. We might have a bit of a hangover today from the NFP, potentially, and we might also potentially have a stop hunt scenario that happened on Friday, and we might see a little bit of weakness in cross dollar. We really pumped, probably pumped a bit too much perhaps, and so we might see a little retracement on dollar pairs. This is what I'm looking at today. If we're going to see a big dump on the Dixie today, we're going to wipe the slate clean and we're going to start over afresh tomorrow on the robot. And now, however, on the risk calc, that we're getting quite a bit of green, so that's a bit of a headwind for the dollar because obviously it's a safe haven. If we're going to be risk on the risk calc, it can indicate a little bit of dollar weakness. Okay, so we're very high on the technicals. We really pumped last week, as you're probably aware. And this time tomorrow, if they sell today, we're going to have green, green, and then green. All right. So tomorrow's summary will be different. It will be very bullish. Okay. And they're going long on gold. That's worth noting. I just put something in Discord. So remember to check Discord if you get a spare 5 minutes every day. Now, I had a question about the this weekly average. Well, it simply measures the min and max of the sentiment. So we know that the Euro USD was a buy because that was the minimum of the week, and then we're looking at where we are on the average. So we could see we were a buy, right? And look at EJ, the weekly average. It's just telling us they're net short and also they're net long on dollar Swiss. They're net short on UJ. They're long on oil. And they're selling gold. Okay, so we want to try and get so say for example you're trading the Euro USD, you're looking at where we are today, minus 1.12. Okay, so we're below the average, so that could be bullish. All right, so that's how you do it. Okay, so this is where we are now, and this is the average. So we're below the average. They're more short than the average. Okay, so that's how you can use it. So there's the explanation of that data, and they were really selling Euro USD last week. They were very bearish. So that's been taken care of, and hopefully that actually explained that bit because I had a question on it this morning. So that's cool. I will also note that the indices as well. They were quite bearish. They were long indices, and now they've become bearish this week. So this is the last Monday, and this is today. So they were long on DAX, and now they're short DAX, for example, and that's why we got the difference across time, and that's why that's green. So they really sold indices, and of course by selling them it pushed price higher, and of course you got your fundamentals and stuff, but I think a lot of the price action is from the sentiment. There's no real logical explanation for the pump apart from the NFP, you could probably argue, because the Fed are gonna very likely pause and then cut. They're not going to do any more hikes, so that's the fundamental reason for it. But the sentimental short-term move is, I think, from the sentiment, because the Fed policy is a long way away. We've got months and months before they start doing cuts. So this move on Friday was a sentimental move, I think. Okay, that's like a near-term impulse move from the sentiment. So that's why it's very powerful. If for trading is having an eye on the sentiment. GU at the top, which is of note, AU and EU. So from our robot, that's not particularly good because we wanted some dollar strength, and so yeah, we've got to be a bit careful. It might be the case of just wiping the slate clean on the robot, and I won't show you the robot because we've got a SLTP in it. And I don't want to trigger that by accident because we've got some dollar trades running, but I'm going to be watching the Dixie today. Okay, and if we have a big puke on the Dixie today, we'll just wipe this, to start over, and then we'll do the proper risk management tomorrow. And that's 2.2 logic. So it's exactly the same as 2.1, but 2.2 is the testing of the SL and TP. So currently not particularly good for the robot because we've got some dollar longs. All right, so we'd want to see a reversal up here. Likewise, we'd want to see a reversal down here. Might not get it, and so today's going to be very important. Let's bring that across. DAX sideways. Right, so they started going long. Right, now if they continue to go long, which they are by 1 pixel, one tiny little nudge there, then we might fall. Okay, so just be really careful. US 500 sideways, but you can see they're going slightly long. If they continue to go slightly long, we're going to get the risky sell, and then we'll be able to create a box like a supply. So a little bit sideways, but they are going ever so slightly long over time. Okay, so like I say with DAX, got to be careful. And US 30. Yeah, so it is what it is. We might be getting risky sells today, but you'd want to be keeping an eye on your trading station. Okay, get a copy of this terminal. It is absolutely amazing. Gold, and they're going long, so you know we're falling. So that makes sense, right? Let's draw a box, and that's it. Now that'll be today's video. Oh, where are we? Is this one? It's really hard to map, I guess, with this one, right? Yeah, we're here. Okay, fair enough. So that's fine. So we created a supply there. So yeah, so that we're going to have a resistance there because the fact they've gone long. It will get to their break even. I'll go, no, we're going to fall because you guys went long. And also don't forget we've got a weekly supply overhead. So today, basically, in a summary, is that I'm going to be watching the Dixie. If we have like a rebound, we'll hold onto those trades potentially. And do note that you won't get any heartbeat from the sender because the terminal is actually switched off. So you won't be receiving the heartbeat. So you can turn your computers off today, and then we can perhaps reactivate the terminal by tomorrow. But I suspect we saw a big stop hunt on these dollars, on these dollar pairs. We've really sort of overdone it a little bit, but I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, we'll just start over tomorrow on the robot with this new, very rigorous risk management approach as well, because we don't want to have large losses. Like I explained in that video yesterday, 2.2 will eliminate the large losses completely, and that's today's video. So basically, an eye on the Dixie, get a trading view and keep an eye on that today. And if we go higher, then we'll probably be okay with our trades. If we continue lower, see we're breaking 105, that's probably a bit ominous. And look at the QDB scores as well. That should tell us that these are going to do okay today. All right, and that's today's video. So I'll speak to you guys soon. Remember to trade safely. I wholeheartedly recommend fxsi.com and their indicators for MetaTrader 4 and 5. It's a 7-day free trial, so do have a look. There's no credit card required. You might be lacking in some sentiment awareness, analysis, and it does complement technical and fundamentals very well. Especially if you're very technical, you could be missing out on some sentiment, or if you're particularly fundamental, you could be missing out on some sentiment. This is like a sweet zone. It complements both, and it gives you a very strong bias about direction as well. So technicals are great for direction, fundamentals are great for direction, but the sentiment sits in between. Okay, and so perhaps if you're missing out on some sentiment awareness, these are the best indicators in existence in the world for that. And then you can have a look at this. You've got a 7-day free trial, and you've got your order book, and you've got your indicators, including the ratios, which are amazing. Just look at my videos on my YouTube channel and you can see how powerful the ratios are. And you can have a look. Just take your time. You've got 7 days to trial them, and if you don't like them, then that's fair enough. You don't have to renew. But we do have a code if you want to, and it's just the QDB code, and it gives you a 10% discount. And that's it. So have a look, see what you think. And like I said, it's a 7-day trial, so you don't have to renew, but I think you'll probably find you will renew afterwards, because the order book and the ratios and the stop loss clusters as well are amazing. The stop loss clusters are great because you know where to target. Okay, so that's where you take profit, where people get stopped out. Okay, and that's it. So just a quick plug for the fxside.com, and enjoy your day.